toward this. So assessments, you've got final exam, 7th of April. Everything else must be in by then, because basically 2 days after the final exam, I have to put your marks into the system. It's going to be like that. So, it's no use sort of coming up with assignments and labs and things after that. So everything must be in. We'll do our final exam. You'll get your marks. So I'm pretty much up to date now in this class in terms of all the assessments that have been handed in on D2L. So you can go and check on that. Later, I'll put that onto PeopleSoft, but it's not onto D2L at the moment. All right, so we got the final exam. That's 30%. I explained that, right? You can bring in a couple pieces of paper, but otherwise it's closed book. Be prepared to be sort of locked into the room with one teacher. Means that you're probably, don't be thinking you're going to go to the bathroom 3 times during the exam. It's probably not going to be feasible. The other thing is that we have one sure assessment that we're working on, which is the project. And if I share my screen with you, project.
Sir, how many chapters?
How many chapters are in the course? The entire.
I mean the final.
Yeah, it'll be the whole course. So how many chapters is that? It's like 9 or something, isn't it? Yeah. So
Okay, 10.
yeah, it's 9 or 10. Yeah. So you should be getting ready with this. Most people have already finished because these swings were due last week. So you can see we're due last week or before last week. Most people you can see that. So most people were pretty much done that. You can bring in 2 sheets of paper, Muhammad, to the exam, 2 A4. Most people are pretty much done the frequently asked questions. I haven't seen too much of number 9 yet, but that's fair enough because that's due today. So you got a bit of wiggle room on that, but that's what you should be working on now. I did have some people ask some questions about this it's kind of the last one, but it's not. The last one is number 10, right? But number 9, you need to add some special feature to your website. So you've got this website, which is probably something that you did in WordPress or Google Sites, and you can add some special feature. So you could add a new page, or you can add a video, or you could just add something, right? So submit some new thing that wasn't there, and it's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. I didn't open a Dropbox for 9. I'll do that immediately at the end of this lesson, so so that you can do that. And I'll open one for 10 as well. So 10, what I think the easiest thing for you guys to do for 10 would be to go and make a video. Now it would be a video where you go to your website that you've made as your project. So 10 is about the project, and you explain in a way. I would treat it like a job interview. Supposing your job was to make websites like this, and then you're showing this website, and so treat the presentation like a job interview. I don't want you to just go over and say, oh, this page does this page does that. I can look at the website and see what each page does. What I want you to do is convince me that you're like the best person in the world ever to make a website like this. Look, I did this, and then I did this, and this I found a bit tricky, but wow, look at that. I got that. Isn't that awesome? That's what I'm hoping that I'll see in the presentations, which is basically, and if there's 2 people in a group, the presentation should have, well, he did this and she did that. And isn't she awesome? And isn't he awesome? Now, because it's a video that I'm asking you to do, I'm not expecting anybody to show their face on video screen. That's not required. And so there's software that you could use like OBS, which will just show the screen. And anyways, if you're making a video, you can just turn the camera off, and so it just shows the screen. You could do that with even with Zoom. But I recommend OBS. It doesn't take up much space, and the videos don't take up a lot of space and load quickly. So that would be a good one, I think, to use. The other reason why I mentioned OBS is because it's open source software, so it's free. You can get it and use it. So that's it. Now there is one other little piece of possible assessment, and I'm calling it possible, and that's that assignment. There is an assignment in the in the course outline, and I should be giving you that this week. Yeah, we'll see. If not this week, well, then we'll have to do something else, get it out of the other marks. We'll see. So we can talk about that tomorrow. See, to find